Antidoting is a crucial aspect of homeopathic practice. It involves neutralizing or counteracting the unwanted effects of a homeopathic remedy. This is important to ensure the safety and efficacy of homeopathic treatment. Antidoting might be necessary if a remedy is given in too high a dose or if the patient is overly sensitive. Homeopathic antidoting is based on the principle of like cures like. This means that a substance that can cause symptoms in a healthy person can also cure similar symptoms in a sick person. This principle applies to antidoting as well. Antidoting is not always required in homeopathy. In fact, many homeopaths believe that the less interference there is with the remedy, the better. However, there are times when it is necessary to stop or modify the action of a remedy. Understanding when and how to antidote is essential for any practicing homeopath. It allows for a more tailored and responsive approach to individual cases. This ultimately leads to better outcomes for patients seeking homeopathic care. Samuel Hahnemann, the founder of homeopathy, laid out specific guidelines for antidoting. He emphasized the importance of careful observation and individualization in determining the need for an antidote. Hahnemann advocated for using the minimum dose of the antidote necessary to alleviate the unwanted symptoms. Hahnemann believed that the best antidotes were often substances that had a similar symptom picture to the remedy being antidoted. This is based on the principle of like cures like. For example, if a patient experiences a headache after taking a particular remedy, a homeopath might use another remedy that is known to cause headaches in a healthy person as an antidote. He also recognized that certain substances, like coffee and camphor, could have a general antidoting effect on homeopathic remedies. He advised caution when using these substances as they could potentially interfere with the action of the remedy. Hahnemann's principles of antidoting remain highly influential in modern homeopathic practice. His emphasis on individualization, minimal dose, and understanding the properties of both remedies and antidotes continues to guide homeopaths in their approach to this delicate aspect of treatment. Within homeopathy, there are different schools of thought regarding antidoting. Some homeopaths prefer to use specific antidotes based on the remedy given and the observed symptoms. They might refer to materia medica, which are detailed descriptions of remedies and their known antidotes, to make informed decisions. Other homeopaths opt for a more observational approach. They might simply discontinue the remedy or suggest lifestyle changes to mitigate the unwanted effects. This approach emphasizes allowing the body's natural healing process to take over. Some homeopaths use specific substances like camphor, mint, or coffee as general antidotes. However, this approach is often debated, as these substances might have their own medicinal effects and interfere with the action of the remedy in unpredictable ways. Despite these differing approaches, the underlying principle remains the same: to minimize any negative effects of a remedy and support the body's natural healing process. The choice of approach often depends on the homeopath's training, experience, and the specific circumstances of the case. There are several commonly used antidotes in homeopathy, each with its specific properties and applications. For instance, Nux Vomica is often used to antidote overstimulation from coffee or strong medications. It can also be helpful in cases of digestive upset. Another frequently used antidote is pulsatilla. This remedy is known to counteract the suppressive effects of conventional medications, particularly antibiotics. It is also helpful in addressing emotional sensitivity and hormonal imbalances. Aconite is another important antidote, often employed in cases of sudden onset of symptoms, such as fear, anxiety, or panic attacks. It is also used to counteract the effects of exposure to cold or dry weather. Sulphur is a powerful antidote for skin eruptions and itching, particularly if they have been suppressed by topical creams. It can also be helpful in cases where there is a sense of heat and burning. Understanding the specific properties and applications of these and other common antidotes is essential for any practicing homeopath. It allows for a more nuanced and effective response to a patient's individual needs.